Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be talking about Big Brother Naija, the 2019 series, Pepperdam. And in particular, I'm going to be talking about one housemate. Her name is Khafi Kareem. Khafi is currently up for nomination. She's nominated. She's going to be part of the housemates that could be evicted this coming Sunday. And if you're not watching Big Brother, let me just give you a quick backstory. Kathy is a strong contender in this show, and she's shown great strength. She's really loved by all her housemates, and she's very kind and she's very genuine, and viewers really love Kathy. She's also with another housemate, Gidoni, who have been in a relationship since they got to the house. They're pretty close. A couple of days ago, they were not speaking to each other, but now everything is good. They're on speaking terms. So moving on, Kathy is also a police officer in the UK, the Met Police, and she's a PC, and she's highly respected amongst her peers. She was recruited into Scotland Yard as part of a diversity campaign because a lot of the police officers working at the Met Police and Scotland Yard aren't black. And Kathy's black, she's Nigerian. So, she was recruited to promote diversity and to promote the fact that, at least people of color can also hold the position of authority in society, and people of color feel like they are being represented by people that look like them. So the police brought Kathy in to be that kind of, spokesperson for the black community in the Metropolitan Police. And, as far as I can tell, her career has been pretty good. She has a very good career and she's loved by a lot of her colleagues. So now, a couple of months ago, Kathy took a paid leave from the police in London, and she requested to go on the show Big Brother Naija, and Scotland Yard claimed that they didn't give her permission to go on the show. But Kathy still went on the show, and she's currently on the show right now. And they've put out a statement saying that they're gonna investigate Kathy's role in the Big Brother Naija house. They're gonna investigate her conduct in the Big Brother house, and they also mentioned that she doesn't represent the British police in Nigeria. And understandably so, I 100% get where they're coming from. But at the same time, obviously, Kathy is a police officer because that's what she loves to do. She wants to serve her community. But on the other hand, she came back home to her country. She's Nigerian. Before she became British, she's Nigerian. So I can relate and understand the fact that, she's coming to this show, she's giving herself a new opportunity. And when she auditioned for the show, she probably didn't think that she was going to get the role. She probably didn't think that she was going to be accepted into the house, but she was. And being in the Big Brother Ninja house is a great opportunity. It opens doors for you to so many possibilities. You're showcasing your personalities, you're bringing in sponsors, you're bringing in potential clients for yourself and for your livelihood. Even though she is a police officer and she didn't resign or she didn't quit her job before coming on the show, obviously, her coming on the show, she knew that her job as a police officer was a risk, and she took that risk either way, you know, and she obviously wants to move on with her life. She probably doesn't want to work at Scotland Yard anymore, and even if she does want to work at Scotland Yard, she was willing to come to the show just to give herself, a better opportunity, a better life. Not to say that she didn't have a good salary in London, she obviously did. But, right now she's in her home country, and nothing can be compared to being in the country that, you're from. A lot of Nigerians that live in London are there because of lack of opportunity in Nigeria, because there are no jobs, because the education system isn't that, strong and solid. That's why a lot of the rich folks in Nigeria take their kids outside the country to study and probably to work. Then they come on holiday to Nigeria just to learn their culture and things like that. So Kathy clearly wants to do this, you know? And I also want to point out the fact that the Met Police, they did a whole, a news clip about Kathy, how she was recruited for diversity and this and that. I get that. But it almost seems like the only reason why they are outraged about this, apart from the fact that they didn't give her permission, is because she's black. I've seen a lot of police officers in England that go on reality shows. You know, I've seen a lot of policemen, police women and men in America, in the UK, that do a lot of bad things. Kathy didn't, you know, break the law or anything. That's not the case here. Even though she didn't take permission from her bosses, I understand that. But at the same time, she has control over her life. She can decide what she wants to do. And the show is not in the UK. The show is in Nigeria, you know? The show is in Nigeria. And they also mentioned that, you know, she's not conducting herself well. Kathy is conducting herself well. Apart from her relationship with Gidoni, there's nothing else in the house that she has done that has brought shame to the Metropolitan Police in the UK. She has core values. She's a strong contender. She voices her opinions, and she's very kind to others. It's not as if, she's being naked or jumping up and down and, trying to talk about her cases in the UK. None of that. She's here to showcase her talent, and that is exactly what she's doing. The good thing about this situation is a lot of Nigerians have rallied behind Kathy because they don't want to accept the fact that, so the UK police, they put out this statement and they didn't speak to Kathy's management about this. You know, they didn't listen to her side of the story. They're practically trying to smear her image and, bring down her character. And it is not working for people in Nigeria because we know why she's here. We know why she's here. Winning, you know, 60 million is a life changing opportunity, you know, because from here, from this show going forward, she can do whatever she wants to do, she can better herself and she can put herself in the position where she doesn't have to work for anybody anymore. She can be her own boss. She can, determine her brand and she can take herself to the next level. Not saying that being a police officer isn't something that is really outstanding. It is. But she chose this over being a police officer. That's what she did, you know? And another thing is, I feel like the police in the UK, they're taking this extremely seriously because Kafi is black. I didn't want to use that card, but that's just what looks like. You know, the clip that I'm going to show in this video is going to show when they introduced Kafi and the reason why they hired her because she represents diversity. So it kind of sets this tone that it's not about her being a police officer that went on paid leave and didn't take permission to appear on a show, or took permission to appear on a show but wasn't granted. It's about the fact that she was supposed to be a symbol of diversity. It was the fact that she's one of the only black officers in her department. You know, that is what this is about. That is what this is about. And if the Metropolitan Police did enough investigation, they'll realize that this Big Brother Ninja show is not like the usual Big Brother that they do crazy things. This one is about task, is about, educating yourself, is a social experiment, you know. It's not about, doing things that people are ashamed to see. It's about being yourself, learning how to work well with others. being in an environment where you have to think about other people before you think about yourself. You know what I mean? So that this is the reason why a lot of Nigerians have rallied behind Khafi. They've taken the stand that, you know what, Khafi, if the Metropolitan Police wants to do an investigation and they decide to fire you, we are gonna stand behind you. You're home, you're always welcome here. You're always welcome in Nigeria, and you are loved, and you're gonna get better jobs, you're gonna get better opportunities, and you might not even have to be a police officer, you know. Because half of this is, how many people dream to work in the Nigerian police force, or customs, or immigration, or cybersecurity. There are so many people that we can use their intellect in Nigeria, but because there aren't a lot of opportunities, that's why we don't have our true gems. But this show has brought out different people from all works of life, people that have studied abroad and they've come home. You know, this show has given them a reason to come home. And that is the situation in Kathy's case. You know, at the end of the day, once this is all over, she's going to be fine. She's going to be properly taken care of. Her family, they're going to be proud of her. And the Met Police can do whatever they want to do. But as Nigerians, we support Kathy. We support her. And she's always going to be welcome here. Always. All right, guys, let me know what you think about this story and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.